Want to speak real Korean from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at KoreanClass101.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Jae-hui. In this video, we'll be talking about 10 phrases to amaze native speakers. Let's begin. 10년 동안 한국어를 배웠습니다. I've been learning Korean for 10 years. Wow, you'll be so surprised if someone says 10년 동안 한국어를 배웠습니다. First, I think it's because not many foreign people learn Korean for over 1 year. I know some people who learn the basic things from the Korean songs, Korean dramas, but not like for over 1 year really studying. So if someone says 10년 동안 한국어를 배웠습니다, that would be amazing to see. 3년 동안 원어민처럼 한국어를 할 거예요. I'll speak Korean like a native speaker in 3 years. You know, if you want to say that you have a strong goal, you can say something like 3년 안에 or 1년 안에 원어민처럼 말할 거예요. Or give more specific things, something like 3년 안에 한국어로 강의를 할 거예요. 3년 안에 한국어로 영어를 가르칠 거예요. Then native speakers like me will be very impressed and very surprised to hear that. And I might want to do everything that I want to do to help the other people to make this goal. 감사하지만 전 사실 원어민이 아니에요. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. That's actually my goal to say that. I want to say something like, thank you, but actually I'm not a native speaker or something like that. 감사하지만 전 사실 원어민이 아니에요. Thank you, but I'm not actually a native speaker. 유창해지기까지 1년밖에 걸리지 않았어요. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. If that's true, then you can proudly say that 유창하기까지 1년밖에 걸리지 않았어요. 2년밖에 걸리지 않았어요. Then people are very surprised to hear that. 자막 없이 한국 영화를 볼 수 있습니다. I can watch Korean movies without subtitles. If you live in Korea, I think you already know that there's some movie theater that you can see Korean movies with English subtitles. But that movie theaters are not that good. It would be great if you can just see them without subtitles. Yeah, some Korean comedy movies would be good if you want to improve your Korean and also watch Korean drama without subtitle in the future. 하루에 약 50개의 새로운 한국어 단어를 외울 수 있습니다. I can memorize around 50 new Korean words a day. So here we have 하루에, a day, and 새로운 한국어 단어, meaning new Korean words. Well, actually, I think anyone can memorize 50 Korean words if they spend enough time to do that. But it's not easy to do that every day. So if someone says 새로운 단어를 하루에 50개 외울 수 있습니다, that would be surprising because that means that someone is learning Korean seriously. 하신 말씀 모두 다 완벽히 이해했습니다. I completely understood everything you said. So if you say 하신 말씀을 모두 완벽히 이해했습니다, that means that I didn't miss anything. Especially at work, like if you say that, it's going to impress your boss because, you know, that means that I'm listening, I can understand every single thing that you said. 한국어 외에 다른 언어도 몇 개 할 수 있습니다. Apart from knowing Korean, I can speak a few other languages as well. So if you have other languages that you can speak, even though it's not fluent, just like at the beginning level, you can say 한국어 외에 something도 말할 수 있습니다. 한국어 외에 일본어도 중국어도 말할 수 있습니다. 한국어 외에 프랑스어도 독일어도 말할 수 있습니다. To say that you speak, few other languages apart from English and Korean. 한국어는 재미있고 배우기 쉬워요. Korean is fun and easy to learn. Here we have the adjective 재미있다, fun, and 쉬워요, easy. So that means that you really enjoy learning Korean. Not only to make the other people amazed, I think with saying this, you can also find many native speakers who want to help you to improve your Korean because who would not want to, help someone who really like enjoying learning Korean. 혼자 한국어를 공부하고 있습니다. I'm learning Korean all by myself. So here we have the word 혼자, meaning alone, all by oneself. Actually, there are many people learning Korean by themselves. So if you learn Korean all by yourself, Later, when you get a chance to visit Korea and talk with Korean people in Korean, just simply say 혼자 한국어를 공부했습니다. I've been learning Korean all by myself. Okay, that's all 10 phrases to amaze native speakers. Have you done any of this? Please leave us a comment in Korean. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time. 다음 시간에 뵙겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요. Hi everybody, Jay here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer some of your most common Korean questions. The question for this lesson is, why do 입니다 and 합니다 sound like 입니다 and 합니다? If you've just started studying Korean, you may have a little difficulty pronouncing Hangul, the Korean alphabet. You may have also noticed that sometimes the pronunciation of some combinations is different than they might appear on their own. Why? Because Korean has 4 nasal consonant sounds. When the nasal consonant sounds are paired with non-nasal consonant sounds, the pronunciation changes. For example, if you just read the Hangul on their own, you might want to say 입니다 and 합니다. But the correct pronunciations are actually 입니다 and 합니다. The nasal consonant sounds in Korean are 니은, 리을, 미음, and 이응. If you pair them with a non-nasal consonant sound, for example, 비읍, the pronunciation changes. This makes them easier to pronounce. So if you pair 비읍 with 니은, you can pronounce 비읍 as 미음. Finally, you'll get 입니다 instead of 입니다. Let's do another example. 국물 is the Korean word for soup. The consonant 기역 is for G sound in English, so you can read it as 국. But it's paired with the nasal sound 미음, so it changes the pronunciation from a G sound to an NG sound, and you need to read it as 국물. Just remember that if you see 2 consonants next to each other, check if one of them is nasal. If it is, both of them will have a nasal sound. Pretty interesting, right? I hope that answers the question. Please leave any more questions in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them. See you next time. 다음 시간에 만나요.
You are at a train station platform where you are waiting for your train. There's a small pamphlet sitting on a display case about a new train that will be introduced next year. You decide to pick up and read the pamphlet. What is the main feature and the biggest advantage of the new train? What is the main feature and the biggest advantage of the new train? The main feature of the train is that it is propelled by magnetism. The biggest advantage is that it can reach twice the speeds of any train that runs on tracks.
이 열차는 자기 주행이 주요 특징입니다. 어떤 열차보다 2배의 속도를 낼 수 있습니다.
Want to speak real Korean from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at KoreanClass101.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Jae-hui. Welcome back to Korean Weekly Words. In this video, we'll be talking about must-know expressions for agreeing and disagreeing. Let's begin. 그건 사실이야. That's true. 그건 사실이야. That's true. 네가 말하는 게 사실이야. What you're saying is true. You can say that 그거 사실이야. Is that true? 그런 것 같아요. I guess so. 그런 것 같아요. I guess so. If you're not 100% sure, but if you feel like that's correct, you can say that 그런 것 같아요. I guess so. 그런 것 같아요. I guess so. 그럼요. Absolutely. 그럼요. Absolutely. So if someone asks you like, 오늘 저녁에 같이 갈비 먹으러 갈까? Do you want to have some 갈비 tonight together? For sure, you can say that 그럼요. Meaning, I really want to do that. Like, absolutely. 어떻게 생각해요? What do you think? 어떻게 생각해요? What do you think? Yeah, that's the question when you want to ask if someone agree or disagree with you. So in that case, you can say 어떻게 생각해요? Or 어떻게 생각해? To mean what do you think? 나는 그게 좋다고 생각해. I think that's good. Or 나는 그거 별로라고 생각해. I don't think that's good. 아마도요. Maybe. 아마도요. Maybe. When you don't have enough information to say yes or no, you can be in the middle by saying 아마도요. Maybe. 저는 그렇게 생각하지 않아요. I don't think so. 저는 그렇게 생각하지 않아요. I don't think so. This one has a strong message, so usually Korean people don't use that often. But like when you use this kind of expression, it's better to, put the reason why you think like that. So it's better to say 저는 그렇게 생각하지 않아요. 왜냐하면, which means I don't think so because something something. 당연하죠. Of course. 당연하죠. Of course. So for example, if your senior asks you 이 리포트 오늘 밤까지 마무리할 수 있겠어? Which means that do you think you can finish this report by tonight? And you can say that 당연하죠. Of course. 저도 그 말을 하려고 했어요. I was just going to say that. So if your friend says that 오늘 밤에 삼겹살 먹는 거 어때? Why don't we have 삼겹살 tonight? Then you can just say that 저도 그 말을 하려고 했어요. I was just going to say that. 저는 좀 생각이 달라요. I'm afraid I disagree. 저는 좀 생각이 달라요. I'm afraid I disagree. This is also an expression that has a strong message. It's better not to say that often, but if you think you really have to say that you don't agree with someone else's idea, like for example, during the business meeting, you can say that 저는 좀 생각이 달라요. I'm afraid I disagree. 확실해요. No doubt about it. 확실해요. No doubt about it. Here we have the word 확실, which means that, something 100% sure. For example, your senior can ask you, 이 리포트 정확해? Which means that does this report has all the correct information? Then you can say that 확실해요. No doubt about it. Okay, that's all must-know expressions for agreeing and disagreeing. If you want to find more expressions like that, visit koreanclass101.com. And I'll see you next time. 다음 시간에 뵙겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요.
When learning a new language, it's easy to think, I don't think I'm making any progress. What if I never reach my goals? We all get these thoughts from time to time. But are they worth being scared of? What are the fears language learners tend to have the most? And how can you learn to overcome them? Here are the top 4 language learning fears, according to our users. Number 1, I'm not good enough to start speaking yet. This is a pretty common fear or misconception that most learners have. Here's how you overcome it. The best way to get good at speaking is to start speaking from day 1. You need to open your mouth and just start talking. If you think you're not good enough, just focus on the lines you want to say. Number 2, I'm afraid I'll never be fluent. You've got to set small, specific goals. Make daily goals, like having just a 5-minute conversation. As these small goals add up, you'll be speaking more comfortably. Number 3, I'm not making any progress. There are 2 things you can do right now. Use the dashboard to track your progress. Our dashboard shows how much you've accomplished. Or try a harder lesson on our website. The lessons come with line-by-line translations, and the hosts explain everything. Now you can understand something you didn't minutes ago. Number 4, I'm afraid of not understanding anything I hear. This fear can occur when you hear advanced grammar and vocabulary and it just goes completely over your head. To beat this, simply read along with our line-by-line tool. It's the best way to instantly understand advanced conversations. Translations and scripts are right in front of you. For real-life situations, learn useful phrases such as, can you say it more slowly? I don't understand. There's nothing wrong with saying that you didn't understand something. So, these are the top 4 fears and how to overcome them. Luckily, we also have the perfect tools available to help you conquer your fears. Sign up for your free lifetime account, no credit card required, and you'll get the best free online resources. Don't let your fears stop you. Start learning now.
Hi everybody, Jay here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer some of your most common Korean questions. The question for this lesson is, how do I use the pronoun you in Korean? Basically, the word 당신 means you in Korean, but it doesn't mean you the same way it does in English. If you're a fan of K-pop or Korean dramas, you'll hear this word a lot. But please be careful. You'll use this pronoun only when you're talking to two types of people, those you love and those you hate. If, for example, you say 당신 to your husband or wife, it'll mean something like honey or darling. However, if you're angry, you can also use the pronoun 당신 to initiate conflict with someone. In Korean, as with Japanese, we don't use you so often because it sounds really strong. Instead, people usually use the person's name followed by an honorific suffix such as 씨 to refer to someone they are speaking to in a conversation. For example, 재휘 씨 is like saying Mr. 재휘. Unlike in English though, the 씨 added on the end is natural and conveys respect. People will also use job titles in place of 씨, such as 선생님. This literally means teacher, but it can also function like Mr. or Mrs. too. Because you or 당신 is so strong in Korean, you can only use it for people you want to direct strong feelings toward. If the person you want to address is someone like a stranger or a coworker, it's better to use the honorific suffix 씨 or their job title, as we mentioned earlier. If you want to address a group of people, you can use the word 여러분, meaning everyone. I hope that clears things up. Pretty interesting, right? Do you have any more questions? Leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. See you next time.
Want to speak real Korean from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at KoreanClass101.com.
How are your Japanese listening skills? First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end.
テレビで天気予報を放送しています。今後1週間の天気予報はどれですか？それでは今後1週間の天気予報をお伝えします。週の前半は全般的に晴れる日が多く、時々雲が出る程度でしょう。週の後半は雲が広がりやすく、雨の降るところがあるでしょう。天気が崩れ始める週の中頃は風が強まるところがあるでしょう。最高気温は週の前半は平年並みで20度ぐらいまで上がる日が多くなりそうですが、週の後半は平年より低くなり、15度から18度程度となるでしょう。最低気温は平年より少し低めで、7から8度程度の日が続くでしょう。明日の日曜日はよく晴れて、行楽日和となるでしょう。今後1週間の天気予報はどれですか？テレビで天気予報を放送しています。今後1週間の天気予報はどれですか？それでは今後1週間の天気予報をお伝えします。週の前半は全般的に晴れる日が多く、時々雲が出る程度でしょう。週の後半は雲が広がりやすく、雨の降るところがあるでしょう。天気が崩れ始める週の中頃は風が強まるところがあるでしょう。最高気温は週の前半は平年並みで20度ぐらいまで上がる日が多くなりそうですが、週の後半は平年より低くなり、15度から18度程度となるでしょう。最低気温は平年より少し低めで、7から8度程度の日が続くでしょう。明日の日曜日はよく晴れて、行楽日和となるでしょう。
Hi everyone, welcome back to Korean Weekly Words. In this video, we'll be talking about the topic that you guys really want to have. Top 5 K-pop songs to learn Korean. So, K-pop is for Korean pop songs. recently we started having more and more idol groups, which have a lot of young girls and boys in the groups. And their songs are great, their dances are great, their characters are great. So actually, I thought that learning songs is one of the good way to improve your language. All right, so let's see what kind of songs we have in this video. Let's begin. 21, I love you. 21, I love you. So 21 is one of the most popular Korean girl groups. We say girl group to refer to the idol groups with girls. Half of the song is in English and the other half is Korean. So, if you speak English, you already master the first half. In the song, like it keeps saying 아직 잘 몰라. Like 아직 means yet, 잘 means well, 몰라 means do not know. So it means I don't know yet. This is kind of the common phrase between, those who are not sure if they can be a couple or not. So in the case, they can say 아직 잘 몰라. I love you, but I don't know about it yet. Shiny, hello. Shiny, hello. Yeah, you can see that Shiny is really popular in Korea now and also in other countries. Their characters are very good. They're very polite and they're also very passionate. I think that's why many people like Korean boy bands, because you can see that they really work hard. You can easily sing the song at karaoke, even though you're at the very beginning level of Korean. If you love someone, like if you want to confess your love, I think this is the phrase you can say, 잠시 얘기할래요? Do you have a moment to talk? XO 으르렁. XO 으르렁. Growl. The song might be a little difficult for someone who is an absolute beginner level, but you can try. Like that can be a good song to show your Korean ability to your friends at karaoke. The particle 면, which means if. For example, 물러서지 않으면 다칠지 몰라. If you do not step back, you'll get hurt. Talking about if is very challenging in Korean because you have to conjugate verbs and put a particle. If you listen to the song again and again, then I think you can master the way to say if in Korean. 소녀시대 G, Girls' Generation G. I love Girls' Generation actually. I think this is a song that you can sing for everyone. So if you are working at a Korean company and if you have to pick a song that you can sing for your supervisors or boss at a karaoke for 회식, like company gathering, I think this is the song you can try because all of them would know and all of them will sing with you. It's kind of easy song because it just keeps saying G, 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 like, the same things again and again. And there are also some interesting words that I want to introduce to you. 반짝반짝, which means something like shining, shining. When you wash dishes and it's really shining, you can say 반짝반짝. Or you can see the star and say 별이 반짝반짝, like star is shining, shining. Big Bang, Fantastic Baby. Big Bang, Fantastic Baby. I recently started listening this song because the dances are good, like the performances are good. Also useful phrases too, like saying la at the end to give the order to the other people. This means something like do something or let's do something. So 붙다 is the verb meaning to join. But like if you just add la at the end and conjugate the verb a little bit, it says 붙어라, which means join as the order or let's join. So there's something like at the beginning of the song, especially like they use a lot of sentences with la to mean, do this, let's do this. So, when you keep listening to the song, I think you can get used to how to use the particle la to give an order. And if you're in Korea, I think you get a lot of chance to go to a karaoke. So if you want to study Korean a little bit more entertaining way, I think these are the perfect songs for you. And if you want to learn more about this kind of K-pop songs that can help you improve your Korean, check out the list below and learn more about them. And I will see you next time. 다음 시간에 뵙겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요. Yeah, that's good.